Alright, so this is Escape from Below. I'm sure many of you have already seen the video spammed many times as I've been doing very slight progress on it. Still very early stages. This is the original concept, kind of. Originally it wasn't so much about jumping as it was going to be using things like ropes and tethers and Batman-style arrow guns and bow and arrows, that kind of stuff, for being able to climb the platforms. Right now, the platforms are more or less all solid. They don't crumble, but there will be random ones that will crumble, but you'll visually be able to tell that they're going to just plummet. Still got to work out that system, because right now you have to jump from platform to platform. There's no skipping platforms. So if one crumbles, like say this one right here, you would never be able to make that jump to the next one. It's gonna die. Graphics are still in the early stages, but this is basically the idea. The lava's got to be tweaked, because if you look, you'll notice there's a seam right there. Yeah. I don't have visual touches on, do I? Oh well. Die again. Right now, if you just hold the jump, it is continuous jumps. Especially like if you have very slight movements on it, it'll jump forever, so you can kind of launch up. Things get a little crazy though. But controls, controls are really simple. Left, right, jump, blah, blah, blah. I still want to add the options of these weapons and things for making it quicker to get places. Just to kind of add a little bit of fun for getting achievements. The idea of having random enemies spawn is still kind of up in the air. I was working on like a spider at one point. Spider, a little bat and flying skull type thing. Stuff just get in the way. Those are still potential ideas. I just haven't decided yet how I'm gonna do it. But yeah, that's straight up, isn't it? Grappling is working, but not perfectly. Occasionally it'll slingshot you to the other side. I think I might make the jump a little bit higher so you can reach other platforms, and that'll resolve the crumbling issue. Touching the lava obviously means death. The platforms, there's basically 20 of them that spawn, and basically every one of them is like 100 pixels above each other, but they have a random horizontal axis. But right now there's a constraint on it that means that they can only be 350 pixels away from the previous platform. I did that because there was times when one would be at one side and the other side, and it was an impossible jump. There was just no way. Really simple game. Pretty much goes on forever. I did get to the top of the background there, the little parallax background, and it's, let's see, what's the number? 124,000. No, wait. No, 102,400 pixels high. The scale on this game is every 10 pixels is a foot. So if you look at the top left, you'll notice there's a counter that's basically telling you how high you got, and that's basically the goal of the game, is to get higher than everyone else. There will be achievements, just like every other game. The further you go, kind of like a Flappy Bird type concept. The further you go, the more achievements you get. I can't remember if Flappy Bird actually had achievements. I know like all the clones did. Got Matt, Tasty Frequencies, going to be working on a song for it. I'll be adding jump and landing sound effects eventually, lava sound effects. I gotta adjust the background. Right now it's a little dark, so at times it can be hard to see where the character is. Let's see if I can get up here fast enough. I mentioned earlier that I have 20 platforms. What happens is when each one of the platforms hits the lava, it automatically respawns to the top to keep it limitless. But if you run fast enough, see if I can get up here, I'm going to screw this up. If you get moving fast enough, you can beat it and end up having to wait for it. If you can see him spawn out above me now. No, got there. That's just a good sign. Well, I might make it 30 platforms, so there's less chance of this. But the fewer the platforms, the less collision checks have to be done. It's a really simple collision, just basic box collision, unlike a Scython, which used lines to detect angles. It's a really simple game, but I enjoy it. It's a little floaty feeling. Yep, 1,203. Yeah, you drop down, the lava's like right there. Did the same. But that's basically it. But one of the main things I have right now is the limitless jump. So what I'm thinking is I will create like a 1/4 second wait. So after you land again, it'll not really set a timer, but just set a store what time you landed, and a 1/4 second later, it'll allow you to jump again. It might make things slower though, so it'll be fine tuned, but it'll make it to where you can't just hold jump. Even if you do, it'll have like a pause. I still got to get the graphic made for the being hit by lava, and then the crumbling platforms as mentioned. But overall, this is basically the concept of the game. It's just a limitless climber. Your attempt to escape from below, which will never happen. You're trapped here forever. But thanks for watching. Well, actually, hold on. Before I cut off on that, I'm in the works of getting my YouTube channel and my Twitch streaming channel a little more in sync. Like right now, I do a lot of streaming, but I've only uploaded a couple of what they consider highlights, which is basically whatever section of the video, which usually just the entire video. I've only uploaded a couple of them, or rather exported them from Twitch to YouTube. So whenever I go to do some more like game development stuff, I'll do videos like this where it's not live, but will be basically straight to YouTube, and then I'll let people know through YouTube. I'll basically have like a video all set up that I can put up to let people know when the next time I plan on streaming is. I'll try to do it like within the hour or something, because a lot of times it's just random whenever I decide to get on. I don't really have a schedule set for it or anything. Most of the time I'm just gaming, but I do the occasional video, especially now that I've got it set up to where I can actually stream my my phone screen. But anyways, as I was trying to do before, this is Escape from Below. I'm probably just gonna do ads. Games like this don't sell very well. Even if I did sell it, it'd probably be for like $1. But I'll try to do ads because I have all that screen space towards the top of the screen that won't cause any interference. But yep, hopefully this will get somewhere. A little bit simpler of a game. Doesn't require as much skill as Scython did. Like that was the biggest problem with Scython, is it was just, you had to be not just familiar but comfortable with the way the controls worked and deal with the speed and all that. I had way too many complaints. I liked how the game functioned, but it's not about me, it's about what other people want. And that's pretty much why Scython has been abandoned. Anyways, keep checking back.